Happy Monday, online scholars. It is Professor Harmon here, and I just wanted to go over with you the expectations for your Unit 2 final assessment. So we've wrapped up the Gilded Age. We have delved into realism. We learned about regionalism. We looked at naturalism, and all of you did a really nice job speaking to how authors take readers to the heart of their region through using various literary techniques. And that was the sole purpose of our Unit 1 exam. But we spent a lot of time learning about the Gilded Age. Now, as we moved into Unit 2, it's changed a little bit, and I hope that you've noticed the change, not only in the structure, right, of the various literary texts that we've read, but also in the style, in the tone. I think you can really see how how writing is really informed by the context, right, in which it's written. So, this unit was heavily informed by two massive military conflicts, right? We had World War I from 1914 to 1918. Then there was the Russian Revolution, and then there was the Great Depression. And as we move to the middle of the unit, or let's say the middle of the 20th century, we head into World War II. So, we really transitioned to a unit that really reflects a tumultuous time period. So when we look at, the Imagists and we look at the Modernists, we really start to get a sense of what that time period was like based on their reflections, the author's use of, just non-conformed language and structure and thought. Some authors choose to use writing as a social commentary. Others choose to use writing as, as a way to heal, right? As a method of therapy. As they're dealing with an isolated self, a sense of, hopelessness, disillusionment. So we really saw a lot of different styles, I would say, during this unit, right? So in week 7, we took a look at, we learned a little bit about modernism, but we also started then to, look at Frost's poetry and also William Carlos Williams. A little bit fragmented, but again, a real sense of using those sensory details to reflect an object or a time. And then as we moved into week 9, then now we're looking at the Harlem Renaissance. And the Harlem Renaissance really marked a full flowering of, the African American literature. And, these Harlem-based authors or poets like Langston Hughes and Claude McKay, they really employed some formal and thematic experimentation to represent those opportunities and characteristics and features of Harlem. So we get a sense of, what was going on at Harlem during this time and also what was going on around the world, which is really nice. And then as we head into, the 1940s, we get a sense of that true disillusionment of what was happening with our expatriates. Ernest Hemingway, right? William Faulkner, Gertrude Stein, a lot of authors who seem to just be lost. So what I would like you to do, it's a little similar to Unit 1's assessment where you had to write a constructive response. Your exam for Unit 2 is similar in that you are writing a paper, all right, and you are just going to respond to one text that you read over the last few weeks. So this text must either be from a modernist time period, it could be from the Lost Generation, or it could be from the Harlem Renaissance. And basically what you are doing is you are choosing one text to respond to, okay? So you can talk about a thematic characteristic, you can talk about a stylistic characteristic, and talk about how that, once again, gives us insight into that literary time period, okay? It's not going to be a long piece. Maybe it should be 2 pages at the most. You are only citing the primary text, which is the text that you are analyzing, okay? I provided a rubric, I provided a sample paper, and I provided some guidelines here, okay? Originally, your paper was going to be due the end of this week, but with the holiday, with the pandemic, with everything going on, I think it makes a lot of sense to make it due next week. So this paper will be due April 15th, okay, next Wednesday, by the end of the day. Just submit it here, all right? And again, just like always, you will have the opportunity to revise, all right? I think that's really important to learn as we go. But if you have any further questions, please email me. You can always send me your draft as well. And don't forget that the tutoring services through Georgian Court, they are up and running, and they're offering tutoring services online. So definitely take advantage of that. All right. Have a great week. And like I said, if you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. Thanks and have a great day.